been slightly higher than a higher number. I mean, the number they had last week. So that means that the 1 week delay has not really reduced or diminished the interest of the people to take part in this very important political process, to commence the general elections, to install a good democratic government. So I think that from what I've seen and from what you can see, people are very enthusiastic. They're very happy actually, and they're also very patient to keep the time and to cast their vote. My hope is that the new government that's coming in will be a government that cares for the people, a government that is strong enough to understand the pains that people are feeling and work along that line. A government that really will work for us.
Sir, what is the impression of the security and the feelers you have across the local government as far as the security is concerned?
Well, the report I have up to about 2 AM this morning is that there are no major incidents. I think the security agencies have worked very hard to ensure that they mop up tiny pockets of tiny flashpoints of pacified people, cool them down. One or two people have been taken out of circulation because we know they're troublemakers. But other than that, everywhere is quiet. And the police station, they're just looking, they're not really doing much. And so from what I've seen here too, everywhere is quiet. There's no much problem. So, and I hope everything goes around like that throughout this local government area, throughout the state and throughout the country. But the security agencies are actually ready to deal with any flash that happens, any problem that they are ready. And the government, the federal government, has given a lot of support to them to ensure that they prevent any unnecessary breakdown of law and order.
Sir, still security, sir. We observed that the involvement of soldiers with this whole arrangement. In some cases, some soldiers are overzealous, as early as 7 months now. Vehicles are being stopped on the road and they do not allow them to pass. It even affected some major newspapers that are going from Lagos to various outstations. Up to, as I'm talking now, we have some of the vans of those newspapers stopped by the soldiers. They will not allow them to go despite all happening. I don't know whether there's anything that could be done.
Well, I will find out. I will call the people in charge of operations. I'll find out about that. But the instructions given to the soldiers is to maintain perimeter security. That is, seal up each local government, make sure that there's no movement untoward, unauthorized movement of people who look like troublemakers. You know they are there. There are very few, very tiny minorities. But a leper may not be able to get milk from the cow, but he can put his hand inside it. So we don't want those people to just mess up anything we're doing. This process is too important. So, first of all, we'll curb the issue of overzealousness. So I'll get back to the authorities right now. But the most important thing is that all of us should just bear for this day to ensure that we restrict movement is supposed to be restricted. You can say I came out now without any security, without any uniform person, and I've been really I finish my voting, I go back to my house and stay there until they want to count. Then they get the result, and everybody should accept the result because it will have been apparently credible, free and fair. But in terms of those who are moving interstate, well, there's issues with that because again, what the soldiers have to do is to search. If you are just going on by your legitimate duty, maybe you're an ambulance or a pressman carrying your newspapers from one state to the other, I do not think they should have any problem. So we'll intervene and find, if we have specific cases, we'll talk about that. But what normally happens is that movement is restricted. All of us register near our residences, like this is my house here. So I don't see why anybody should be driving up and down, really. And it's good for us to maintain that directive.
Yes, sir. With this, the election has been postponed, and it's now going on. What is your view? Do you think it's really worth it? And with the coming elections, do you think the enthusiasm of Nigeria will still be as it was last week?
Look, even from what we've seen here today, people are more enthusiastic. Some people, for whatever reason, missed the exercise of yesterday, the inchoate exercise of last week, the one that was aborted. But now there's more turnout, at least in this place, using this as an example. I think the enthusiasm is high, I think the interest is high. And I also think that not everything has its own, whatever, in any situation you have to give thanks. Even that delay now has agitated more interest in this. Of course, aside from the rumors about who won or didn't win, but now everybody wants to be part of it. People now say, look, government is serious about doing a credible election. And we must, again, appreciate INEC. They're having a very difficult job. But the delay they had has not diminished the interest of the people. And I believe that going forward, for instance, next week now, we can expect a higher turnout than this. And again, when it goes to governorship and House of Assembly elections, which are more local, there'll be more interest too. What we're doing is succeeding. What we need to do is to be patient, prayerful, and also obedient to at least the rules that have been laid down. Everything will work out fine. And we'll have a good government, a government that will care for you.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.